in this video I'm going to explain how you can use options to trade AI stocks so you can potentially make some big profits, and why it is the best time in 40 years to run this strategy. So if you're looking for a new way to basically trade AI stocks, or stocks rather than buy and hold, either to make some extra money on the side or grow your retirement fund, this strategy might be for you. Now, in the full acts of honesty and transparency, this strategy is going to be for everyone. Take a listen and see if it resonates with you, because the beautiful thing about this strategy is you don't need huge amounts of money to get started. And even if you have got a retirement account, you don't need to sell that in order to do this. You could run this strategy alongside your long-term investment strategy to make some extra income for your retirement, or to basically boost retirement fund. So in many ways, it's a win-win. So just a little bit about me as well. I'm just a normal guy. I'm no one special. I'm not like a master options trader or anything like that. I've just learned this strategy from some very smart people. I've been running this strategy myself to make some extra income for my retirement. And I just want to share what I've learned with you guys. So this is going to be more, this isn't going to be like a tutorial. This is more going to be a relaxed, conversational sort of conversation of basically how this strategy works, so you can figure out whether it's right for you. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the AI industry and AI stocks, I've created an AI stock one-page brief, completely free to get. If you want to check that out and get my free favorite AI stocks, you can go away and research. I'll put a link in the comment description below. You can download it for completely free. Okay, so let's get on with the video. So at the moment, the AI market is, wow, there's trillions of dollars flowing into AI. And it is probably one of the biggest bull runs we have ever seen, because the hype around AI is real. And we're basically creating a massive AI bubble, similar to the dot-com bubble that happened, at the beginning of the 2000s. So eventually there's going to be a bust. But all of this money and the sort of hype sort of going into AI creates a huge amount of volatility, which really means running options on AI stocks is a great strategy to make good short-term profits, because the strategy I'm going to give you an overview about is about making short-term profits. We're not talking about buy and hold here. We're talking about looking at an AI stock, making a move, getting in with an option, holding it for it could only be for a couple of days, might be for a week, might be 2 weeks, then you sell it for a profit. And this is basically how this strategy works. So yeah, it's probably the best time in 40 years to be running this strategy, because there's just so much hype, volatility in the markets due to AI, that there's going to be trading opportunities everywhere to use options to get in and out and make good profits. And what kind of profits can you make? You can make really good double figures and even treble figure gains, as high as 300, 400, 500% if you get lucky. And these returns can happen in a matter of days to a week. So you can make some really nice gains using options, specifically with AI stocks, because they are sort of so hyped. Sorry, I've got some notes here to keep me on track. So basically, how does this work? So basically, the one stock or fund that I've been taught how to sort of use options to trade, that is basically 50% AI stocks, is the Invesco QQ. I can't say it. Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1. This is an ETF that holds some of the biggest stocks. Well, basically holds the top 10 stocks, but 50% of that is AI. Hence, a small move in any of these AI stocks can shift the QQQ Trust Series 1 either up or down pretty violently. So basically, probably the stock to look at is the QQQ. Also, you can look at Tesla as well. Tesla is extremely volatile, but also interesting things coming out about Tesla. I heard from a guy, Invest with Henry is a really smart guy. In fact, he's an options trader as well. He thinks Tesla's going to $500 by early next year. But I was going off a bit track here, but it's quite important. It's going to $500 next year because Musk has basically gone. He's basically bought $1 billion worth of shares. The driving association in the US has reduced regulation for self-driving cars, and Tesla is also building its own AI chip, so it's going to go head-to-head with NVIDIA, and these chips are going to be the best in market. All means that Tesla's eventually going to potentially go to an $8 trillion company over the next couple of years, all going well. And the reason why I tell you this is that if Tesla is going to go up to $500, makes it an interesting trade. There'll be plenty of trading opportunities on Tesla to use options to make some really good profit. So it's another stock. But the main stock to focus on is QQQ for this strategy. Like I said, we're using options to trade the QQQ. You can use it to do Tesla as well, whatever stock you want. But we're focusing on AI stocks here. So how do we spot these trades? Well, there's a couple of indicators I've been taught, by the way, by Larry Benedict, who's basically a decades-long options trader. He's one of the smartest guys in the space. And yeah, now he's absolutely ripe for options trading because there is so much volatility, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's a big crash coming as well with everything that's going on in the world. But Larry is a mean reversion trader. And what mean reversions means is basically when a stock gets overextended above the 20-day moving average, either higher or lower, eventually that stock is going to snap back. And there's a couple of ways we can kind of see that. And that can be an indicator. And basically, that's how Larry trades. When the stock becomes overextended, he'll spot a trade, get in, snap back, get out, make a profit. But there's other indicators. We use the 20-day moving average. So basically, once a stock gets, there's a big gap, a stock is making, either whether it's going up or lower, away from the 20-day moving average, that can be a sign that mean reversion is going to happen. Mean reversion, either the stock is going to snap back towards the moving average. Another one you can use is the relative strength index. This is just a momentum in the stock. So when momentum is really high, whether it's going up or down, that could be another signal that a mean reversion trade is possible. And basically those are the went off track there a bit. Trading volume. So when there's trading volume in a stock spikes, so loads of people or investors are buying stocks or contracts in that stock, that can also be a sign that there's a lot of money flowing into this. Well, there is a lot of money flowing into a stock, and there could be a reversal coming. So basically mean reversion is the strategy we're looking for when a stock becomes overextended over the moving average. There's a strong momentum in the stock, and basically we're looking for an opportunity where the stock is overextended, and we're looking to place a trade before the stock snapbacks, whether it goes higher or lower. And why are options really good for trading AI stocks? Basically, say for example, say you wanted to buy 100 shares in Tesla, because one options contract holds or controls 100 shares. You don't buy them, you're just kind of renting them for a period of time. But say if you wanted to buy 100 Tesla shares, for example, at the moment, say for argument's sake, they're trading at $400. So if you buy 100 shares, that's $40,000. Not everyone has got that. But if you place an options trade on Tesla for 100 to control 100 shares, might only cost you $500. But basically for that trade, you could potentially make double or treble digit returns off just a small move in Tesla's price, for example, which makes it really attractive for investors and traders, because it doesn't mean you have to risk loads of capital buying Tesla stock and hoping the stock goes up. You can basically you can control 100 shares, place an options trade for, so just for example, say $400 to $500. Potentially you can walk away with a nice treble digit profit in as little as a couple of days to a week. And this is why it's so beautiful. And you can run this strategy, like I said, along your long-term holding strategy of your favorite stocks, but it just gives you regular income to either use for yourself or send into your retirement account. So this is why it's so good. So basically there's kind of there's many different option strategies you can use, which I'm not going to go into. But basically the strategy I use is buying calls and buying puts. So say, for example, you think you're spotting a mean reversion trade, i.e. the stock price is moving away from the 20-day moving average. There's a lot of momentum in the stock and trading volume is going up. So all of the indicators are signaling there's a ton of money flowing into that stock and the price is going up and up and up, moving further and further away from the moving average. If it's going up, for example, you would buy a call option on that stock. You need to figure out the strike price. So the strike price is the stock price you think that the stock is going to exceed. You hold that stock for a set period of time, and you pick an expiration date, and then basically you place your options trade. Once obviously the stock has surpassed your strike price, you're in the money, you're in profit, so you can cash out when it makes sense for you. And you basically, if you buy a call, the stock's going up. If a stock's going down, you'd buy a put option. So it's very, very simple. And whilst options trading can seem intimidating, once you get the hang of it, it is really, really simple. And it's really good fun as well, because you can place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these options trades, in a week potentially if it's really volatile. So it's a beautiful way to trade the market, especially at the moment with AI, because there's going to be so many opportunities to trade options on the Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1, but also stocks like Tesla, because Tesla, so much, sort of change happening with Tesla, that Tesla stock is going to be highly volatile, especially if Elon Musk makes some political tweets. So that is basically how you can use options to trade AI stocks to make big profits. There's never been a better time to do this. The AI bubble is, it's going to burst eventually. It has to happen. And there's going to be loads of, we're going to see a big sort of period of volatility. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities to trade, AI stocks, the QQQ, Tesla, and other stocks if you want trading options. So that is the strategy. If it makes sense to you, why not give it a try? But the real knack of this is knowing when to spot a trade, spot the right, strike price to get in, and then the time to get out. And obviously, if you're just a beginner, that's probably going to go above your head. That's why I can highly recommend joining Larry Benedict's One Ticker Trader service. Basically, what he does, he basically gives buy and sell alerts for options trades on AI stocks and other stocks as well. He tells you, whether to buy a call or a put. He tells you, the price to get in, the strike price, the expiration date, and the premium you need to pay in order to get in. And then basically he tells you when to buy it and he tells you when to sell it for a profit. Larry's been on fire this year. He's up massively on his trades, been a member since 2021, and I can highly recommend the service. And the beautiful thing is about this, you can do some options trading on the side alongside your long-term investment strategy. So you don't have to risk the house on this. You can just get $1,000, $2,000 and have a play of it and see how this strategy works for you. But I love it. I really enjoy options trading, especially now because there's so many trading opportunities appearing weekly in the market. So if you want to join Larry Benedict's One Ticker Trader, you can basically get all of his special reports completely free, and you can join the service risk-free for 60 days just by clicking the link in the comment and description below. So why not give it a try? Highly recommend the service. It is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, that is what I've got for you. If you've got any questions, why not post them below about what I've discussed? Why not like, why not subscribe? But thanks for joining me, and I'll speak to you soon.